Hey, Sony. In your face. That was the most real, authentic laugh of my entire life. Because this is all your fault. This is all your fucking fault, Sony. You got confident, you got arrogant, you got full of yourself, so you put out a movie that nobody was asking for, and this is what you get. And I hope the weekend numbers reflect that, because this movie is fucking garbage. It's nonsense, it's crap, it's trash, it's not even worth being shown on a big screen. This is what happens when you do a deal with Marvel and you have Marvel come in there and make Spider-Man Homecoming. That wasn't a Sony-ass movie. You may have had your name on it, but Marvel did that movie, and you had Iron Man in it. You had Kevin Feige all up in it, directing, producing. So you had a lot of help on that fucking movie. And then you get all arrogant and say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put out Venom because reasons, just fucking because. So you put out Venom and you put Tom Hardy in it thinking it's going to be great, and it fucking sucked. Let me break this movie down for you. So the symbiotes arrive on Earth, and I don't know how many it is. Everybody has a fucking symbiote. There's symbiotes in the lab. There's symbiotes on patients. There's symbiotes on the streets going from person to person. Everybody gets a fucking symbiote. Everybody. Except who? Fucking Tom Hardy, except Eddie Brock, Venom, the title character. He doesn't get into the symbiote until an hour into the movie. Mind you, the movie is only an hour and a half. So by the time he gets into the Venom costume, you're damn near done with the movie. Stupid idiots, dumbasses. It makes it less significant that Venom has his costume, or that Eddie Brock has the Venom suit on, because everybody's been doing the Venom shit through the whole movie except him. He's just been a fucking coward, a bumbling, fumbling idiot, stumbling around, running from everybody, a loser. His girlfriend leaves him for another guy and goes to be with a doctor when he loses his job. He's all down and out and shit, and she breaks up with him. So let me get back to the story. So the symbiotes get on Earth, and everybody gets one. They're in a lab experimenting with them. They're trying them on people. They're trying them on rabbits. They're just trying symbiotes on every fucking thing. And one of the doctors, played by Jenny Slate, she doesn't like this. After I don't know how long, how many people she's seen killed, how many animals she's seen tortured, she decides one fucking day, you know what, I'm gonna go tell this guy, this reporter guy, about what's happening, because you know what, that 100th patient was the one that put me over the edge. The 99 before him, whatever, but that 100th guy, that's where I draw the line. So she goes to tell Eddie Brock about what they're doing, and he goes in there and he tries to get pictures and record the lab and them experimenting on animals and people, and he tries to save one of the patients, this chick, but she ends up infecting him with the symbiote, and that's how he gets the suit. But this is like an hour into the fucking movie. So after he gets the suit, he fights the bad guys in that little chase scene you saw with the motorcycle, because he's trying to get away. And then he goes to the apartment for that scene that you saw in the trailer with him fighting the guys in the apartment. Goes straight forward to the end of the movie where he's fighting this other guy named Riot. He has a symbiote suit on him. This guy Rez Ahmad, his character, the head lab guy, he puts on this big ass symbiote on himself. So at the end of the movie, you get this clash of, I guess, Venom looking characters between Riot and Venom. And it's really hard to tell what the fuck is going on half the time. A lot of this action is cobbled together. It's like I keep saying, it's the old Transformer movies. They think that cutting and like when you go from one scene to the next and you keep cutting really fast in the middle of an action scene, that makes it better for some reason. Instead of letting you see the whole move from one take, letting you see what the character's actually doing, they keep doing these quick jumps and going from, cutting from scene to scene, and it makes the action scenes are cobbled together, especially with all the CGI and the Venom symbiote suits, shooting weapons and shit everywhere. It looks bad, in my opinion. Like, some of this shit looked all right, but for the most part, the Venom suit, the Riot suit, just all the CGI in this movie was it looked cheap, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, it looked cheap and just like they rushed it. I will tell you, do not go see this movie. Tom Hardy is dry, he sucks. Michelle Williams' character is dry and sucks. There's no redeeming qualities about her character in this movie. She was a girlfriend, and when her boyfriend went through a hard time, she left him to go marry a doctor and treated him hella bad. Why would you put her in the movie? Why would you put her in the movie to do that? You did have a good redeeming thing at the end where she gets the Venom symbiote herself and she goes along and kills somebody, the bad guys at the end. So really she saves him at the end, in a certain part. So again, everybody gets a symbiote, everybody gets to be Venom, and Eddie Brock is the least person that you actually see in the Venom suit. So I would just say, don't go see this movie. Sony did a really horrible job with this movie. And the only redeeming quality I would say is that at the end, we get introduced to Cletus Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson, and he's in prison and it's, psychotic, plays straight jacket on and all that. And he says, once I get out of here, there's going to be a whole lot of carnage, I guess referring to his character Carnage. And we're going to see that in Venom 2, which they haven't announced yet, but I don't see no reason why they would make it. Oh man, it's so frustrating, man. Only thing I can tell you guys is please don't go see this movie. Don't waste your time. We have to send a message to these movie studios and producers that we don't just go for anything. You can't just put any bullshit out and we're just gonna, just like fucking fanboys and fangirls, run to go see it. No, you have to do better than this. You need to go to the drawing board. You need to get some better writers. Like, who wrote this? Who wrote this? This is bad, man, and I don't think you should go see it, but that's just my thoughts. Let me throw your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you enjoy this movie? Do you completely disagree with me? Because I thought this was the worst comic book movie I have ever seen. It's in the top for the worst. So I guess it's at the top of the bottom. Anyway, y'all, I'll catch your ass out there in this universe. Peace.
Giant leaps will always come at a cost.